Adam here, your Northern Tech, and I'm shooting a review and a finalization basically of what I think of the Kodak Ze2. For waterproof mode, it's pretty good. You can throw it in water, she'll take it. Ruggedness, it's pretty good. The camera itself feels pretty rugged. You could probably drop it from this height and it would take the blow. But all in all, the audio pickup on the camera is horrible, and I blame that on the fact that the mic has an auto gain control. So any ambient noise around, it'll pick up and automatically adjust the volume to compensate. So if you're using it in a car to record and you have the windows down, or in the winter's case you have the heater blowing, it'll pick up the noise from the heater vents and react to it and cause a lot of problems. Right now we're in a quiet garage. There's no noise in here, so it probably sounds pretty decent. But the monorail mic on this is not the greatest for vlogging, as it takes little to no effort for the audio to get completely messed up. Also, unlike the Kodak Mini, the ZM series, the ZM1 and the ZM2, this camera has a volume rocker where you can actually increase the volume when you're recording or decrease the volume when you're recording. If you crank the volume, you get a high-pitched whine sound, and I'm not sure where it's coming from in the camera, as the camera does not support focusing. It's an infinity fixed lens, and there's no focusing involved. Now, one thing I do like about the camera is the wide angle of view. It's a lot wider than most pocket cameras, giving you a lot more environment when you're aiming it at yourself, showing more stuff around you, and giving you more framing above and below your head in case you want to do cool transitions like the G.I. Joe transition, you know, or the more you know transition. However, this camera, I used it in the car for vlogging, and the sound of the audio is completely messed, and I had to spend countless hours trying to fix it, and it still sounded messed up. It was no good. So anybody wanting to use this camera as a sports cam for, let's say, motorcycle vlogging, I've seen people take the ZM1 and the ZM2 and stick it in their helmet. Basically, I have a helmet here, and they stick it right on the beak so that it's pointing out like this, you know. I probably covered the lens with my thumb, but they stick it on the beak like that, and then they go for their romp. The problem is all the wind noise is going to just mess up the audio, so you won't be able to vlog while you're driving. And even with the visor down, if you have front vents, I'm pretty sure the noise from the front vents will just smash into the camera and wreck the audio for you. So it's really hard to say. Unless you have some sort of a field recorder built into your helmet, it's not going to work as a good sports cam. Now, for the price, I picked this up. It was 60 bucks. Maybe it's worth it, but as I can tell here, it's not really that great. The Ze2 does have a zoom. Allow me to demonstrate that now. Here's a can of brake clean, and it has a 2x digital zoom, which, yeah, it's okay. It looks pretty smooth, but it does step up, as you can tell. All in all, my thoughts on this camera are Kodak shouldn't have put as much technology into it as they did. They messed up big time there. They should have left the auto gain control out. They should have left the volume rocker out for the recording side. Left it a fixed mic. Just let it pick up the ambient noise, and maybe put a wind correction in. But it doesn't have any of that. Low light performance, it's not too bad, but other than that, I'd probably recommend steering clear of the camera. Now, this one here could be a lemon for all I know. I'm really unimpressed with the quality from this camera. You be the judge. If you like the quality of this video, by all means, run out and pick one up. But I've experienced some troubles with it. Now, I should also mention that this camera does not offer a tripod support, so there's no way to mount this thing on a tripod. There is no screw in the bottom end. If you've seen the review video, I've shown that. And basically, to mount it in the car, I had to use a cell phone clip holder. So if you wanted to use it on a tripod to film welding or whatever, it will not work for that, unless you build some sort of a mount that'll support a tripod. So there's my quick little review and finalization of this camera. I will be returning it. I am not impressed with it. And thanks for watching, guys.